What's happening, folks? We are back to play Shining in the Darkness. Now, I want to give a shout out to all those who watched my playthrough of Phantasy Star 2, and at the end of the last installment, I said, well, I guess we're going to go straight on to Phantasy Star 3. I figure I want to shake things up a little bit, which is to say, for my long-form playthroughs, which, are separate from the shorter or mid-length playthroughs, which is to say I'm currently still going through Nintendo World Cup and Road Rash 2, Super Mario Kart, and Donkey Kong, and I'm trying to remember if there are any others. Road Rash, did I mention that? I think I did, or Road Rash 2 rather. But yeah, I've also, while I've been going through those games, playing longer RPG-style games. And yeah, you will know, if you've been following that I beat Phantasy Star, the original, and then Phantasy Star 2 just yesterday. But my thought is I want to play another game that I know, and since we went through Shining Force, the original, Shining Force 2, and Shining Force CD, I wanted to go back to what is a game in the same universe, and I think it's a prequel. Now, I'm a little ambiguous about this point. At the very least, I know that this game takes place before the end of Shining Force. I'm not even sure, because long story short, if you watch my playthrough of Shining Force, you'll know one of the main villains was Dark Soul, and Dark Soul, his whole purpose was to raise the long sleeping Dark Dragon, and we eventually defeated Dark Soul. Now this game, I think it either has Dark Soul or maybe it's Dark Soul's son, I'm not sure. So yeah, it might take place between Shining Force 1 and Shining Force 2, but it's definitely before the events of Shining Force 2. And if I remember correctly, I think it is in fact before Shining Force 1 as well. But the real point here is that it's a different type of game. This game is a, let's say, more standard RPG, meaning it's not an overhead strategy RPG like the Shining Force 2 and Shining Force CD games, where you have an army of, like 12 people and you move them around as if the world map is a chessboard. Here, it's like the interface in the Phantasy Star games, meaning you go into a battle screen where you then take turns and fight one or two enemies, or, one or two types of enemies. And it's also a dungeon crawler in a 3D style, very much like the original Phantasy Star, whereas Phantasy Star 2, if you remember, the dungeons were overhead. So, yeah, that's what the form of the game is. And I'm very nostalgic toward this game, though I played it way, way less than the original Shining Force or Shining Force 2. So I don't remember it nearly as well. And indeed, like this one, my brother was actually a bit more into, whereas I was a bit more into Shining Force and Shining Force 2. And yeah, because I don't know it as well as the later Shining games, or at least, again, the run of Shining Force, the original, Shining Force 2, and Shining Force CD, I don't really remember much. I remember one aspect of it where there's a point where you have to go through these 4 trials. In any case, the point is there's only 3 locations in the game: the town, the dungeon, and the royal castle, where a lot of narrative events take place. So yeah, it's not like the Shining Force games where you keep going to different areas and different towns and different parts of the world. Luca, will you sit down? Will you please sit down? Luca, come on. So yes, this is going to be pretty much new or uncharted territory for me, because I haven't played it, I would say, for like 25 years. Honestly, I think I may have played it in the late 90s, even though it came out in the early 90s, because I did beat it a couple times, I believe. But yeah, I would guess I last played this in the 90s. So yeah, it's been a very long time, and I don't really remember, as I said, the context of the story. I just know there's Dark Soul, or maybe Dark Soul's son, in the game. So let's get to it and begin our journey through Shining in the Darkness. Or you want to let me... Oh, okay. Yes. No pressure or anything, old man. I'm a knight? Okay. Or is Mordred the knight? Your phrasing is a bit ambiguous. Pyra. So, you remember Teo or Tao? I always said it Teo in Shining Force, the original. I think she might be related to Pyra. Guy second to right's got some pretty bushy eyebrows, it has to be said. Why, thank you. I think so too. Alright, so Mordred, my father, was traveling with the princess, but they've both gone missing. And apparently my character thinks that if we search for the princess, well, we'll also find my father. Okay, so this music is very nostalgic. This was like my favorite part of the game, hanging out in the town. Now notice when we get closer to the tavern, how the music will get louder. Looks like Gort, doesn't he? Also, that little gnome or whatever on the sign on the left looks like the little gnomes in Golden Axe, I have to say. And in fact, the guy here, he looks like Gort, but he also looks like, what is his name? Gilius Thunderhead from Golden Axe. Can I sell my bronze knife back? Oh wow, so in this game you get 3/4 of the original price. And this little hut, the red hut there, I think that'll eventually become relevant, but not right now. The alchemist, I don't remember what happens here. Does this... she probably sells like herbs and antidotes and the like. De-poisoned, okay. Angel feather, that takes me out of the dungeon. don't remember what a wisdom seed does. Healer fruit, healing seed. Smelling salts, maybe that like restores your status when it's been affected but not by poison. Well, I wasn't even thinking about it till you and your husband brought it up, but okay. Well, he is a weasel, so, you know. Okay. Varun. How do I leave? Do I just hit B? Oh, okay. This music. Okay, so I think maybe what I'm remembering here is that, like, in the American or North American version, this is Dark Soul, but in the Japanese original, I think it's Dark Soul's son. I'll have to look into that, but I'm now kind of remembering that it's sort of both. It just depends on which region for the game you're playing. But yeah, as an American kid in the early 90s, it was like, you know, I think I played Shining Force first, even though that came a couple years after this, maybe 1 year after this. And then I played this, and I was like, oh wait, so this is kind of the prequel, like before Dark Soul tried to raise Dark Dragon? But if I'm remembering correctly now, I think it might be his son, so maybe the Dark Dragon from Shining Force is in fact already dead, and this is his son. What makes you think I'm prepared to confront Dark Soul? You know, I got a little short sword, that's it, man. Okay. Alright, did you just learn that now, or did you already know about it? Alright, I'm seeing where the title of the game comes from. Hey, buddy. No one placed trust in you with your mustache and eyebrows and pink nose. Alright, fair enough. Okay, that's more reasonable. I appreciate that. I was gonna say, do you pray for the return of my father, too? Alright, I'll do my best. Okay, yeah. Thank you, sir. Also, when do I get my friends? Oh, I don't want to avoid them. I want them on my team. Hey, where did... What was it? Die? Where did he go? Oh, shit. Wait, so there are people at the... Okay, so there's two people looking for me. Side note, I know who they are. They are my companions for this game. But secondly, Dai has been summoned to the castle. Well, let's go back there and see what's going on. Oh, where is he? He's not here? Yeah, you already told me that. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna check something. I'm gonna check something. Okay. So they are different characters, and he is the son of the one from... Oh, catch this. And shout out to Michaela. I was going to say if, but I know you'll watch this. So, okay, so the Dark Soul here, who's known as Mephisto in the, like, Japanese version of the game, he is the son of Dark Soul from Shining Force and his sorceress cohort, Michaela. So yeah, Dark Soul and Michaela had a bit of a tryst, apparently, and their son is the Dark Soul / Mephisto in this game. Okay, so... Oh! Interesting, okay. So... Oh shit, what? No joke, there's a thread here, like when I searched online for that, where it's saying that, hey, like it looks like the Shining games and the Golden Axe games kind of share the same universe because of Shining in the Darkness. Did I or did I not already make a similar observation? Now that is hilarious. But okay, so it's saying Shining in the Darkness takes place in the same fictional world of Rune after the events of the core Shining Force games. So that even seems to suggest that it takes place after Shining Force 2. And the father, Dark Soul's legacy, directly sets the stage for the son's villainous role. Well, there you go. Okay. Oh god, it's all coming back. And yep, you'll notice a similarity to Phantasy Star, right? I do like the battle music in this game. It's very intense. Haha. I'm gonna stay very close to the entrance here. Oh shit. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna go anywhere. What? Little hardcore track inside the labyrinth. I mean, what's he doing? Banging his head? But yeah, really, I'm just gonna fight a few battles here. Oh, I catch them by surprise. So that means I get a free turn. I love that, because in a number of games I've played, it's only like the battle begins regularly, where both sides get a turn, or the enemies catch you off guard and they get a free turn. But in this one, apparently you can catch them off guard. I like that. Let's go. Why did it only take off 7? Come on, man. One more battle, I go up a level. But you really don't get a lot of gold. Like, 6 and 7 gold. It's like 2 battles to buy 1 herb, essentially. Because aren't the herbs 12 gold? So it's like, I have to try to get through more than 2 battles without using an herb. Otherwise, I'm essentially losing money. Oh, and I only got 2 experience. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay. I got a little smarter, too. Fair enough. Let's go. Alright. Quicker too. You move quick down the hallways. I like it. What's my gold? 42. Alright. Oh, there's Cifer. There's my profile. Okay. Not sure I approve of the haircut, but fair enough. Also, apparently I've got a very flashy collar. Well, it's better to be smart than lucky, so I guess in that regard, I'm in a good way. Whoops. I got confused about where I was. Alright, we'll be back. When do I get my friends? Yeah, okay, I guess. Oh, I love it. I love the, like, you know, the morning before the tavern is opened. It's all nice and tranquil, birds singing outside. Alright, I'm gonna go up one more level, and I hope, maybe, I can find my friends. Nope, nothing new here. Oh, shit. guess that's what happens when you walk backward. There we go. Hit points, 6 more, 4 more IQ points. Attack, defense. I like it. Alright, hold on. 100. It's cheaper to go to the inn at the tavern than it is to use an herb. Also, I can just save herbs. But okay, so up to level 3. I'm guessing I have to like do something specific in the dungeon to get my friends. Thanks, old Vic. So, you probably want to get a woven robe, and eventually, these other types of armor. Oh. Helmet, shields. Oh wait, weapons. There's all sorts of shit I gotta figure out. I'll do that when I have more money. But okay, I don't have any. Oops. I don't have anything on my head, do I? Nope, I don't. Nowhere do I have a shield. Okay. Alright, well, if I can't get my friends yet... Oh, damn. Alright. Gat, you're a jerk. Wait, he had a job in the labyrinth? You could have left out the last part. Oh, who are you? Yeah. Bro. I mean, I like dissonant music, but no, it really doesn't. Yeah, I heard that, but he's not there. I'll go check one more time. Do I have a spell? Oh, okay. But I know there's going to be no difference here. They're just all going to say the same things. Yep. Yeah, but where's Dai? Didn't you summon him here? It's sure taken a long time to walk over from the town. Yeah, alright. Alright, well I think we'll have a short one to start Shining in the Darkness. But yeah, ultimately, as you can see, it's a simpler game, 3 locations, but I will say the labyrinth, it's huge. It has like, 7 levels, and like each level, represents like the next section of the game, and you start fighting harder enemies, of course, and as you progress through the labyrinth, more narrative developments happen at both the castle and here in the town of Thornwood. So, yeah, it's a cool game. I remember enjoying it a lot, even if I remember it far less than the Shining Forces and, you know, other games, of course, like Phantasy Star, which, you know, as you saw, even I didn't remember everything about those games, so. But alright, let's save the game one more time. $31 more points. Should I try to get one more level? No, I guess we'll end it here for the first one. We'll keep it short, but I'll try to, you know, keep this one rolling kind of like I did with Phantasy Star 2, where, you know, every few days I'll do an installment, and obviously a lot of them, or if not all of them, will be longer than this opening one, but I just wanted to get our feet wet and start this new game. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I will see you for the next installment. Peace. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Good night, dude. And good night to all of you out there. And now for real this time, I will see you for the next installment. Peace.